Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Wild Raven Tarot. Hold on, you guys. I'm having an issue with my computer. I got a pop up right there.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I know.
All
I'm
right.
not even gonna say anything.
I hate it when that happens. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
not even
Oh,
gonna
look,
say
another one. How nice.
anything. This is like me every day.
Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And the thing is, I've been on this computer for about an hour. Why is it popping up now? I hate it right when you're about to go live.
Yeah, right? I know.
um,
I know. This is how it
so
works.
welcome everybody to Wild Raven Tarot. As I was saying, I am joined today by Karen Segrist, also known as Karebear Bard of Cards. How you doing today, Karen?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good.
Awesome.
Happy
Karen and I have started doing
Gemini season.
month readings for the different seasons. Started a couple months back with Aries, and now we're doing
I'll
Gemini.
turn
We
on my
did
light.
Taurus
Sorry.
last month.
That's what happened.
Gemini is the realm of the mind and thoughts. It's ruled by Mercury.
Hmm.
Mercurius is the Roman name of Hermes. Who do we know that deals with Hermes? Anyway,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know, right? Yeah.
This this sign was one of the first ones I learned. My baby brother is Gemini. I've got a sister who's Cancer, a brother who's
Oh,
Gemini. Um, and he is so freaking smart. I mean, clever.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, we all had troubled teenage years. My brother took the cake. I mean, he ran a stolen skateboard ring and a stolen
Too
bike
smart
ring
for his own
when
good.
when he was like 11.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
the kind of shit that my brother dealt with. I
Oh,
mean, Mercury deals with intelligence,
mm-hmm.
thoughts.
Curiosity.
Um,
Yeah.
Karen, Karen, why don't you explain Mercury to everybody?
Well, I mean, Mercury to me is how we communicate, how we think, how we learn. Siblings are in that house, in the third house. And technology kind of falls into that. A lot of like everyday life, how we interact. And that's why Mercury retrograde is such a pain in the butt.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to touch on. We all hear the phrase retrograde. It's not just
Hmm.
Mercury that goes into retrograde. Um,
They all
retro
do.
retrograde returns. These are a lot of phrases that confused me when I first started going on. But
Me
when
too.
Mercury is in retrograde, I don't take it as um, well, I do take it as a sign that everything's about to go sideways, but um, it's a chance for you to cock back the
Yeah.
slingshot, cock back the
It's
bow.
not something to fear.
No.
No. It's just reframe the thought and just if things just seem like they're not working or things are going wrong, it kind of helps to know, like, oh, well, it is the Mercury, the retrograde, but there's a reason it's happening. There was
Yeah,
something wrong with it that was supposed to be seen.
this is the
Um,
time when that
we're
shit's
supposed
gonna
to slow
show up.
down, yeah, things like that. It's a good time to go in, just go inward.
Mercury is
Um,
represented
yeah.
in the major arcana by the magician. So it's that
Mhm.
time for me when we reevaluate, we plan, we organize
Mhm.
before we start something. Because I don't usually like to start things during that type of retrograde, especially if I've
Yeah.
noticed things are really
Mhm.
messed up. Some of them aren't too bad with me, but some of them, computers are blowing up, um,
Exactly.
cars are getting
Organization is
hit.
not our friend either. We're not
No.
really naturally good at that.
No, before we go on, let's look over here in
I
the
see some
chatters.
friends coming in.
Yes, some of
Yes.
our tribe has started
Yes.
trickling in.
Yes. And some new
We've
friends of
got
mine.
Maru. Are you
Maru.
simulcasting on your channel right now, babe?
No, I'm just on
Okay,
yours. Yeah.
awesome. I've
I
got
told
her.
everybody where to go.
All right, we've got Karebear Barter cards all to myself.
Yes.
Madam Maruta, Madam Maru's House of Cards. How you doing, my love? She
Oh,
couldn't
we love
stay.
Maru.
She had to dip out. Um, but I love that girl.
She's
Hershey
kind
the
and
Shadow
loyal.
Reader. Hey, boo. I'm going to get you on
Hey,
my
Boo
behind the
Hershey.
cards. Yeah, sooner or later, I'm going to get you on behind the cards.
Heck yeah. Heck
Uh,
yeah.
let's see who else we got. Heather! Indigo
Indigo
Jaguar.
Juggler.
Hey, boo!
We love you, Heather.
And
And
one of my absolute most favorite people in the
Selena.
whole wide world, Selena, Essence of the Moon.
Such a generous soul.
When I think of Selena, that's pure power when I see it, not
Mm-hmm.
just in her abilities as sensitive and a reader, but in how she relays her readings and connects with people. Love it.
Yes.
She also does a show with me on Thursday nights from with her and Moon
Mm-hmm.
Scarab Ramon called
With Ramon?
Behind the
Yeah.
Moon, and we are this week talking about divination in biblical times. What were the
Interesting.
what were the things that were going on? Because
That's a
divination
good,
ain't a new
that's,
thing.
that's a good topic. I like that.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen in on that one. Growing up, I grew up Southern Baptist, so I've had a little bit of everything, right?
I tell people, I send people to church a lot
Mm-hmm.
when I get new clients and they're having certain issues. Church does have a lot of good going for it, and if I
Mm-hmm.
feel so moved, I will suggest that they seek out a good church for themselves or find somebody that they trust to
I
go
think
with.
they need people there, like just that
Yeah,
will
it's a starting
help
point for them, a
in person.
community. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
the spirituality, if you need to find it. But I lost my thought. There was a second part of that thought. It totally went out there. Well, I
That's
caught
one of our
sight.
things too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got some new friends here.
you got
That I
new
was telling them to
friends.
come here. Yes.
I'm so happy you've got friends.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like cross over communities here, like
That's what I try to
to
do.
keep
Yeah.
growing, right?
It's
So Julie Ann, I met her over at Chris Malay's, but Ghost Squad Paranormal.
yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a Gemini in here too, Mystic John Paranormal.
Yeah, I got him up
Check
on the
him out.
stream
He's
now. This
cool.
is the
Yeah,
first time I think I've
he's
run
fun.
into John. Nice
Yes.
to meet you, bro.
And then I see Iron Fire too. Cool.
Hold on,
Yeah.
who else we got? Iron Fire Horse.
Please subscribe to everybody. Like,
This
let's
is
support each
one of my
other.
favorite names. I love the names people choose. I'm one of those people, again, we're talking Mercury energy. I like to understand things. I like to get to the bottom of things. So when
I
people
like thinking
choose
they're
their
clever.
names, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like to understand why people chose the names for their channels, for their YouTubes. Iron
Yeah.
Fire Horse is one of my favorite names, which is why I was going into that, because Fierro in Spanish means iron. And I am a
Oh,
Leo, which is a fire sign. So Iron Fire Horse.
that
Woo!
makes sense.
Okay, and
Fierro
here's,
is iron.
yeah,
Okay.
Fierro.
Because isn't Ferris like
Ferris,
Ferro?
Fero,
Isn't that
yeah,
iron? Yeah, yeah.
Fierro.
Ha,
And then
okay.
Horse is my ex-wife's name in Chinese, which is Ma. So yeah,
Wow.
that whole name resonates with me.
That's very interesting. That's
Yeah,
very interesting.
I know everybody's going ex-wife.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds
usually
like
talk
that's
about that.
interesting for more than one reason. But
We'll
hey,
talk about
no
that
judgment.
sometime. Yeah.
No judgment.
Alexis, I wasn't all, well, yeah, I was always gay, but I dated a lot of women. I might be your daddy. You never know. Alexis, how you doing, boo-boo?
Don't put that out there. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I'm a Gemini Fire Horse. I love that.
Oh.
Okay, so While I say hi to everybody, the prompt for tonight is hashtag Gemini if you would like a reading. And what we're going to be reading on, I actually remembered to do this time. Oh, no. Here we go. What
Leah's
does my
daddy.
heart say? What does my heart say? What does my mind say? And what is the middle path? Because a lot of the time when we deal with things in the brain, we have trouble reconciling it with our hearts, which is what we're going to be doing today. I do want to see who else
So
popped in.
true. So true.
Prosperity. Hypnicity,
Oh
another
no,
one of my.
it's not only for Gemini. It's just Gemini season.
No,
It's just a
no, no.
Gemini themed read. It's not
Yeah,
only for
we're
Gemini.
only reading for Geminis today. Everybody else has to leave the
That's
room.
too exclusive.
No.
No.
We're bringing Gemini into everybody's lives today. I'm a Gemini rising, by the way.
You're actually ruled by Mercury. You're more mercurial than I am.
Yeah. I didn't realize that when I first started my spiritual journey and my connection with Hermes, aka Mercurius.
Felt
It's
it.
just worked out that way.
You felt it in your soul. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Millie, how you doing, my love?
Millie,
Well, we got a lot of people
so
trickling
cute.
in.
Yeah,
Joe.
heck yeah. Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe. So,
Love you, Joe.
and look who's here. Roots and Waves, Ange.
Yes.
I think you and Ange were two of my, but Ange definitely. You guys were two of my very first subscribers. Oh, that was my other point with Selena. That girl, her channel is what I call meteoric. That's why I brought up the word power.
Ah, there you go. Okay.
She's got a destiny, you guys.
For sure.
Let's jump on that train now.
For sure. For sure. And
I'm
such a good heart.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, her heart is amazing.
Truly.
And that's a thing. I don't deal with people that do not have a good heart.
Me neither.
I won't. I don't have time for it.
Like it. Yeah.
All right. I think we've said hello to most of the people here. So we've got a lot of
If
people
can't see that I don't have a good heart, like I don't have time for that either.
You're just look at those ears you got. The first thing I thought of when I saw those ears tonight was a comic book character called White Rabbit from DC. She's pretty much just a Playboy bunny type evil villain. Badass.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off my readings tonight with my Healing Light deck, my personal Chris Miller Healing Light deck.
So bougie.
Yeah,
He's got his own personal. I love that you have that.
I'm never ever going to get used to that. Every time I see it, every time I see this, my heart just
deserve
leaves.
it. I was just messing with you.
Oh, I know. So yes, I chose this deck not because it's a Chris Butler deck, which is reason enough, but because it does have my symbol on there, which is the Mercury symbol. And in the circle of the Mercury symbol, it's Hecate's wheel. So I work with both of my deities. And this deck is blessed by both of my deities. So this is what I'm starting with. And of course, I've got my astrology oracle, my dark moon astrology oracle that I cut down to a better size. Actually, Joey Potts got it down for me. So thank you, Joey. What are you starting off with?
I need to grab my charm bowl. Well, I've got my Light Seers, Hush Tarot. I really feel like I might bounce between those two. And I've got some Moonology over here, but charms. I'm feeling like charms. I've been divining a lot with my charms. I've been getting a lot of
fully expected charms. I would have been upset if you didn't break out the charms. I'm telling you the truth. I look forward to you and Ange. And there's somebody else who I was watching doing charm readings recently.
I don't know where my astrology oracle is right at the moment. Because my whole office has been, that's a whole nother story. I'm still putting pieces together.
All right. So we got people have entered in. So our first reading for this evening. Oh, shoot. Hold on.
Ethnicity. I'm laughing. Are you serious? Wow. Just a bit, huh? I have Mercury in Cancer. I get it.
Hold on. I forgot to share the screen. Okay. So our first one today, we missed the spinny. I'm still learning.
Oh,
Linda de Gonzalez taught me yesterday how to
Millie.
use my giveaway tool, and I'm so excited.
Millie. Oh, yay. Sweet Millie.
So Millie, you are up first. And let's do this. Now, Karen, do you want to go first or should I?
You go first. I'll mute myself and shuffle and then yeah. You're
Let
faster
me.
than I am.
I don't
Oh,
mind if
yeah.
people hear me shuffle. Only when somebody's reading do I mute myself. Millie, while we shuffle up, can you do me a favor and put your sign down for me in the description so I know what I'm weighing this energy against?
What in it, Libra, Millie?
Perfect timing. Talk about it.
I think Millie's Libra.
No favorites. I see that, Ange. Whoa, Millie has a little bit of issues, I can feel.
Mm-hmm.
One,
Oops. Sorry.
2, 3. All right, so Millie, the questions we have for you. Sag rising, Virgo moon. Yeah, okay. Yes, you do have some issues going. All right. So it looks like right now these issues center around either health or money because I have the Ace of Pentacles as our first card. This is what does my heart say? So the second card I have for you, what does my mind say? We have the Three of Cups. And the third card I have for you, what's the middle path? We've got a reversed Nine of Cups. That alone tells me right now a lack of direction, a lack of emotional direction. You're not sure what to do. I think this is an actual choice that you're dealing with, that you're stressing over. Is this about a new job or something like that, Millie? Yes, the finances are not healthy presently. Okay. The I need to increase my screen. Hold on. Okay. What does my heart say? The thing is, I think you're trying to choose between two things that are actually both good choices. The word that's coming to mind right now is independence for some reason. I mean, you're not working presently, and I'm unsure what you want to do for work. That's why I'm hearing the word independence. This is either to go back to corporate or spiritual. The Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I think both of these you will have the opportunity to grow, but one is going to take you away from your spiritual path. Not completely, but a bigger detour where you're going to have to focus on a lot of shit before you can focus on yourself. Yes, you need to be financially independent. I think that you having that ace here, it is a great career choice as far as finances go. However, Your heart is telling you to lean into those spiritual matters. The Three of Cups is a card of Cancer. Um, that's ruled by water. That's you're muted, Karen.
I know. I've got that one too. That's
No,
okay.
all right, here we go. It's gonna be one of those nights. um, this is following your spirituality and what your heart and soul is telling you. Honestly, um, either choice you make, it's six of one, half dozen of the other. You're either going to be detoured away from your spiritual path if you chose the Path of Pentacles, and you're going to be detailed away from financial growth immediate if you choose the spiritual path. What I'm suggesting to you is create your own path. If there's not a path there for you, forge it. Find out what you're good at, what floats your boat, what brings you spiritual joy, and where you would like how much money minimum you would feel comfortable making, and then look at it and decide which is the best path for you. um, that reverse Nine of Cups, though, that's Pisces energy. Quite frankly, to be honest, I'm going to tell you honestly, you need to focus on finance. Spirituality is going to be there for you. You can do this and learn and grow at the same time, but baby, you need a roof over your head. You need to eat. The fact that this Nine of Cups is reversed tells me the spiritual part can wait, right? Focus on getting your house in order, literally. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, Karen. I can't wait to see what you've got. Millie says, all right. All right. Yes.
I'm laughing because it was actually like, it was a wrench in the ballroom, Clue. Like the wrench, it got caught in my curls and now I can't find it. So there's a message there. Like you just can't, like you can't get like rid of something. It just keeps coming back. It just like sticks on you. Yeah. Sorry, I hadn't even had a chance. I pulled like a couple of my you know how I like to do my little quotes.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled a couple of those for Miss Millie as well. But yes, I did get that Three of Cups, and that Three of Cups. Oh goodness, where's my little thing? I know it's Cancer. I know that's a Cancerian card. And yeah, I'm gonna have to find
Cancer
my
and Jupiter,
little
isn't
sheet.
it?
Might be.
I
Yeah.
think it's Cancer and Jupiter.
I don't know. I know I picked that list up earlier and then I probably like walked it around somewhere because I keep one, because you blank out sometimes, right? So,
Heck
and I'm
yeah.
still learning all of them. There's a lot of things to learn, right?
I don't try to memorize the planets so much.
I had a big spirit message come out for you, Millie. This one like flew out of my deck, and it's the Will. Okay, and I pulled from my Hush Tarot, which is, this is a very untraditional deck, but gorgeous. Actually, Ange gifted me this. Yes. And I got the inspiration from Heather. But yes, this Will, there's a cycle. There's a cycle, and it's a new start here. And the Will is Jupiter, yes, and we're having a full moon in Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. And Millie is a Sag rising. Yes, this is true. This like looks like a fire ant. You know when there's floods and things like that, how fire ants like group together or they'll like be on like leaves and stuff together. So
Yes.
it's just kind of going with the flow here. You can see the circling of the water here. It there's that fateful quality to it as well. So you've definitely got a major change, a major cycle of completion, and it did come out upright. So that's positive.
So here's the thing: that Three of Cups is ruled by Mercury. It's Cancer.
Mercury. Oh, go figure, right? And I should
Right?
remember that one because that's my Mercury placement. Dear
I
Lord. Okay.
found
You've
a
got some friction going on around you, Millie. You do. You do, because mine came out in reversed. That's not the way you want it to really fall. Yeah. So your strength, like, what does your heart say? Your heart says Ace of Pentacles. You're ready. You're ready to see the potential in like actually bringing something, starting your foundation here. I feel like your heart is telling you that I'm ready to create my reality and bring. You're being given, because it was in the upright too. Your heart and your intuition is telling you that you do have this opportunity, the potential. It's just doing it and seeing the fruition and being able to go forward with that. Okay. So what Bobby told you in his message, your heart knows that that is right for you right now. You do need that solid foundation. You're looking for that.
yeah.
And I think your heart's telling you too that you might have an idea what that involves. Okay. Your
I
mind,
think
your mind, your mind is naysaying you. And your mind is getting a little impatient too. So I had the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, but it's also saying, like, what is worth your time here? Let's look at her in the upright. This is interesting, okay? Like, she's holding this key. And I can tell already I'm going to read this deck like very intuitively. I like, write meanings in the back
that's
and
how I
reading the
read it.
art.
That same deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I feel it right now. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling like this high priestess energy holding that key. It's like, like you're trying to get rid of something. But also, when the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse sometimes, and I just saw John say that too, and my teacher said that too, is just be careful sometimes with that, because sometimes we're quick to let something go too quickly before it was ready to materialize. You know what that means for you. And that really stuck out for me when I heard that before. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. It can feel frustrating, especially with that fire that you have in your chart, okay? But the Three of Cups in reverse. Do you feel like maybe, I know you're supported in your community here in YouTube. I don't think that's what this is. I don't think that's what this is. I think that maybe this is in your day-to-day. Like, do you feel supported? Do you feel celebrated in that? Or do you feel like you just want to isolate from it? I don't know. And with that being in Mercury, it's definitely linked to some type of communication there. I'm so glad you said that. But underneath this, okay, strength. This is going to require some strength. You're not supported at your home. Yeah, that's the way I feel. Yeah. And home, Cancer. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You don't feel supported there.
I saw the word Hecate and I freaked out.
He's like, yeah, the crossroads. Yeah, I could say absolutely. But strength, you have this.
She says she's not
You have
supported
this,
at home.
Millie. But I know, like, this has been wearing down on you too, because that's strength. And having, like, with me, strength a lot of times is having to bite my tongue sometimes. Having to hold myself back from popping off sometimes is really where I see the strength. It's like, in the traditional meaning here. But I'm looking at the one on here. She's got bats in her hair. Wild woman energy here. I love it. Yeah, it's like nature is just all around her. Um, Kind of like, being free in itself, but she's just so she's stoic, she's solid. She's not letting it upset her, right? It's showing your strength that you can do in judgment. I'm sorry. This is a big deal. You've got a big thing that you're coming across here. It's a big decision, and that's Pluto. And Pluto is retrograded right now. I didn't mean to grab so many charms. I just kind of grouped them. I'm not going to talk about each individually, but I feel like with the cat here, I feel like you're trying. There's a sense of independence here with a cat, but also, there's that spiritual like link too. But I really feel like you want people to just like give you your space with that cat. Like I'll come around you when I'm ready. Like stop messing in my space. Like this is my space. Like I keep hearing that. We've got this is a club, the Queen of Clubs, okay? So, and that is that, I haven't learned cartomancy yet, but, in the tarot, the club, that's Queen of Wands to me, okay? And with that strength, that's that fire, that's stepping into your power, taking your power back and leading and being a light and not letting anybody tell you otherwise. Okay. And yeah, we got another cat and he's the magic kitty. Okay. You got magic in you.
Who's the Mr.
You're full of
Mistopheles?
magic. And I see lots of abundance in here too, in these charms. Issues of money, issues of abundance. Oh, stop. We got a key.
Hecate.
You hold the key. You're holding a key. And there's a snap that came off of something. What does a snap do? Like close or something. But this one came off like it's broken. Okay. So maybe something came out. This is your heart in your hand. That's a really powerful charm. That's the first time I've pulled that one. And I feel like there could be some issues of like people being and I hear the Hierophant with this too, because I've got like Jesus in the cross here, which also to me is like kind of like a sacrificing type energy. Like what are you sacrificing for this? What have you sacrificed? What's holding you back there? But also Hierophant's traditional conservative things that could be, commitments. But I believe though that you can have some abundance coming, because we've got the fish. And I always, when I see the fish, I mean, yeah, it's water and stuff like that, but I see abundance because I think they're Lenormand. I think that. You might have some some animal friends you could get some lovin's from, some comfort from. And yeah, I really think you are on a journey with the foot. It's just knowing where you want to take, because we only got one, where to take the next step. And maybe sometimes you can kind of feel like you just, this is a sloth. You're like, I don't know. It's either really slow or you're just like, oh man, I wish I could just stay here right now. I'm not quite ready. I just want to hang on and just stay here. I'm not ready quite yet. But yeah, you definitely have some abundance. You've got this is one of my Euro coins from when I went to Europe in 2012. Yeah, let's see what the year was on this one. It was 2011. I don't know if there's some significance in that year for you. That was the year I got married. 3-3, so 33 can be an angel number. I've got a 1 and a 2 and a 4. Those can be dates, numerology, anything that you want to attribute to those, but I am seeing like 3. 3 is important because the 3 of cups that came out too. That's important. So that tells me that's interference is other people. It's other, yeah. You're finding yourself and you're taking yourself back. Give yourself love. Give yourself lots of love right now. Self-love. And yeah, I believe that your heart is leading you in the right way. And you can do both. You don't have to do one or the other. One just might have to, you might have to do one thing and the other in your spare time until you're able to build that up. And then you can make that your own too. Um, and here's your quotes in your immunology. This should be reassuring. You're very close to achieving your goal. The gibbous moon. The gibbous moon is the phase. So that moon phase is important, the gibbous, okay? I'm going to, for time's sake, I'm going to tell you, like, Google gibbous, okay, and what it means for you. This is the most random quote ever. I have a bunch of different kinds of quotes mixed together. Girl, if you doubt, like, I think you're a medium because you got my quote that says, I see dead people, the sixth sense. I think you're a medium. I think you have mediumship qualities. I know you're learning the Akashic and how to give Akashic readings. So, and learning that if you have any doubt there, don't doubt yourself because that was the message, okay? And then magic is really very simple. All you've got to do is want something and then let yourself have it. You are your own magician. And that's my message for you. I love you, Millie.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Millie, for letting us read for you. Let's see. Okay.
All right, I gotta go check on my girls real fast. I'll be
All
right
right.
back.
And while you do that, I will pick the next person. You guys ready? Did I put it on screen? Yes, I did. Okay. Apparently, you could put sound on here. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to. Ange! Roots and waves, Ange. Ange. All right. Let's remove this out of the way. And put this up here so you could see us both. All right. So here's what I've got for you. What does my heart say? What does my mind say? And what is the middle path? Let me shuffle up. One, two, three. Okay. So, what does your heart say? This is a card of Libra. I have the Two of Swords, but it's in reverse. This is a card of balancing the things in our lives. Your heart is saying that although you take time for yourself, you might be pushing. I know you pulled back recently. We're reading for Ange. So, I chose the way this layout went on purpose. Your heart. We usually start off with what we feel. I think your heart is telling you that you're out of balance. Okay, that Two of Swords is definitely a card of Libra. It's about keeping the peace. Now, the next card I have for you, what does your mind tell you? We have the Three of Pentacles. Your mind is telling you, just keep going, don't stop. Momentum comes to mind here. Um, there's so many people to work with, there's so many people to work on, and there's so much work for you to do. So many collaborations. The Three of Pentacles, that's the collaboration card. Of all the 78 cards, that's the one that is all about working harmoniously with other people. If you're able to find that inner balance, then the energy of Jupiter comes along. What is the middle path? Is the Wheel of Fortune. Being able to force yourself at least a half hour a day just to do nothing but watch trash TV. Not kids, not work, not job, not YouTube. Stop. I'm not saying stop caring. I'm saying stop thinking you're the only one that can handle certain things. All right. You know this. You're already aware of this. That Two of Swords. I've heard you talk about this before, but I'm honestly the other aspect that I'm seeing here is that these cards are a 2, which is reversed, and a 3. So it's a natural progression that's happening here. You're growing. Just stop trying to force the growth. Calm your tits is basically what I'm trying to say. I wasn't gonna say, every time I tell myself I'm not going to give that little piece of nugget, but this is saying you're handling things, but please continue to take inventory because you've got people around you who are going to make you calm your tits. The Oracle card I drew for you from the Dark Moon Oracle is the Leo card. So the first thing I thought of when I saw this was that the Three of Pentacles is also a card of Capricorn, which is your identity, how you're seen. And the Leo card, which is about being seen. Yes, it's about creativity and happiness and harmony, but Leos, come on. I'm a Leo, right? Shine in your own special way. Just relax. You're a Leo. All right. Just please don't push yourself. Don't burn yourself out. But know that you're heading in the right direction because that Wheel of Fortune card, that's Jupiter energy, that's growth and expansion. And for the sake of time, because I see we got a lot of people put in things, which the hashtag for today is hashtag Gemini, if you would like a reading. And my dear Ange, I'm going to pass you to my lovely colleague. Thank you for letting me read for you.
My colleague. I love you. It's so cute. Yeah, I was biting at the bits over here because guess what card I got to? Did you say the Three of Pentacles?
I did. That's 2 for 2.
I mean, seriously, we're in. See, I knew, like, I knew this would be the case ever since yesterday. Like, the messages have been coming in hot. I tell you, like, I try to shut them out, and they won't shut up. Yeah, I'm going through a very spiritual shift in my life right now.
Power
A lot of
jump.
stuff in the 12th house. So yeah, it's deep.
Yeah.
Okay, my friend. What is your heart telling you? I feel like you're okay. The way I often read this card, we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. Some people would say, like, oh my God, you're so confused, right? I feel like your heart is clear of a choice. I don't feel like it's confused. I feel like in your heart you know what you want to do. You've already made that choice. That was very simple for me to read. And your mind is telling you that you are torturing yourself. The Nine of Swords. I mean, you are, see, and it's a horse. You are blocking your own movement right now. You are trapping yourself in your head. And I believe me, I know that. That's a Gemini card, by the way, too. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. Stinking thinking. Easy to do. I get it. And the way forward is this beautiful Three of Pentacles. And I did have to use the Hush Tarot since Ange, gave this to me, but also look, Cardinals, and my dad's telling you, like, stop worrying. Go with the flow. And also let people help you. Look at this sweet like little family too. Helping each other. Helping each other. You've got people around you too. You've got people who want to work with you, who want to build with you, who want to help you. I do feel like at the bottom of the bottom card energy, the Five of Cups reversed, and there's some kind of sadness you're releasing, some kind of disappointment, something I feel like you've been releasing. That you know what that is. So yeah, it is a good idea to go gentle with yourself. Go gentle into that. Don't go into that good night like that, but yeah, maybe for a good night's sleep. Because I did when I was cutting my deck, the Four of Swords was in reverse. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, you got my octopus, my Beatles charm. What is it? In an Octopus's Garden. Is that the song? Listen to those lyrics. There might be a message, but also the octopus too. There are things that like cling on to you. Things that are like hard to let go, but you're smart enough with the octopus to work your way through that. You can trick. You can use your mercurial talents with that one, but don't torture yourself with your Mercury. We've got the oyster shell here, which is interesting. We've got some water here. I feel like, and this one has been opened. There's no pearl there, but I feel like something has been opened up. Something has been revealed. Oh my gosh, and when I flip this one over, friend on the other side too. So yeah, reach out to your friends too. Let your friends help you. Mermaid, yeah. Yeah, and that to me is like emotions, the depths. But there's also like a sense of like mystery there, right? Not knowing quite, feeling like maybe you're like in the depths there. But you're terrific. T-Rex-rific. Terrific, okay? But you know what? You can put your foot down when you need to as well with that T-Rex. Yeah. Some yummy fries. Can I get some fries with that shake? Yeah. So maybe you like need to treat yourself with something too. Maybe you need to give yourself a treat. And a bicycle. Interesting. So this is about movement. It looks like there's little hearts there too. I think
The way you're holding it up, it looks like glasses to the eye.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
And
And I was thinking too with the two whales, that it made me think of like Libra too. It made me think of that balance. Finding your balance moving forward. I have a 6 and a 5. The 4 of diamonds, which is the 4 of pentacles to me, which is about holding on to something, maybe holding back. And then the 7 of wands, maybe that's the 7 of clubs. That's the 7 of wands to me. So that feels like that's some opposition. Maybe like a lot of people like needing things from you, and you feel overwhelmed, maybe even disappointed that you can't provide it all. Okay. Um, I did pull you to immunologist because at first I was kind of like, I don't know, but hey, we'll throw it out here. It felt unrelated to this read, but okay. But yeah, there's something maybe at the new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. If it's not romantic, but this is about relationships. It can even be about a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic though with Libra, because that is the seventh house. Yeah, that is partnerships, but it can be like in business, all kinds of things. But yes, there is a Libra type thing here, but I pulled again. I wanted more. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Yeah, so that to me is like action, things like building up, something about to pay off, but it's going to be a little intense feeling. And it can make you feel like you're in your head, right? Your quotes, I got things are never quite as scary when you've got a best friend. And I was talking friend that came out. So yeah, you need to turn to some of your friends more. Um, this is a weird one. I don't feel like any of these from you, but maybe it could be some other people that are treating you this way. Anger, resentment, and jealousy doesn't change the heart of others. I think maybe you could be feeling some of that, maybe from others. And then I didn't mean to grab three. They just came out. They stuck together, and it's meant to be. Okay?
Likely story.
We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. By Maya Angelou. Yes. So
Beasties or besties?
so I feel that. I feel that a lot of the times when we're making these transitions to get to that beautiful side, there's a lot of pain. Just like when the Empress, being pregnant and bringing that to fruition, but it hurts, right? It hurts. It hurts. There's something that you are bringing out, like in changing and bringing out into the world, but uh, give yourself some rest. Try to clear your mind at night. Redirect the thoughts and just say, hey, sitting here losing sleep is not helping me with my tomorrow. I can't do anything about it right now, perhaps. And yeah, just focus on building and working with the people who support you in whatever that is, Ange. And I love you. And I wish you so much good fortune.
Me too. What she said.
Fortune.
We've got several people have joined us. Eternal
I hope
Light.
that resonated.
Likes.
Thanks,
Yes,
Sexy
thank you
Lexi.
for letting us read for you tonight. You're one of my favorite people to read for, but honestly, Ange, you're one of the people I get nervous about reading for
I'll be
because
WhatsApping you later, probably. Like, what was that
yeah,
about?
exactly. I'm personally invested in you because we've done a lot of shows together. You're part of that tribe of mine, that very special inner tribe that I consider. And
Me too.
I'm I don't like to see bad parts in any cards, but when it comes up for somebody I care about, it makes me want to reach out to them. So make certain you are taking care of yourself, because I may be in another country, but I'm still one of your big brothers. Um, you know, a friend of mine this morning, I won't tell who because you may know her, but not you, all of you. Um, she had some doctor's issues, and it turns out she does have some esophageal problems. And I sent her a message saying, reaching out, just checking on her. She says, well, I made a group chat and let everybody I know. I said, I know you did. And yet I'm checking on you anyway. How about that? So you're one of those people that falls into that category. Long way around of saying it, but you're special to me. All right, so you ready for the next one?
Yes, absolutely.
My shorts are in a bind. All right, let's do this. And hold on.
I love that. Open
Shoot.
your eyes to the world around you. That's beautiful, John. I love that.
Lex!
Sexy
Awesome!
Lexa.
Sexy Lexi.
Little ball of sunshine.
So here's the thing, Alexis. I didn't know I was reading for you next, but I knew that I was going to use a certain deck. I just didn't know who I was going to be using it on. So don't laugh at the deck I get to use on you today. But all right. Let us take a moment.
I feel like all eyes are like, where's it gonna be?
A couple people have already figured out which deck I'm going to use, I'm sure. One of the silliest decks I have.
Oh, that's awesome. Really fun.
And it's got a good shuffle for you today, too. So, my thumb is finally healing. This part right here where it bends, I shuffle cards all day long, so long that I've gotten these big old dry spots and calluses. Nope.
I feel ya.
One more. Hold on, Alexis, before I finish shuffling. I need to do this because something's... Sound is a big thing with Mercury. That's better. Had psychic cooties on it. All right, now.
Cooties. That's weird.
Psychic dust bunnies. Yeah.
Oh man, one's already popping over. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. All right, I'm about this just up. Goodness.
When you're ready, why don't you go first?
Well, I mean, I feel like I just totally lost my flow just then. Oh, because like two came out. Like I got the Emperor in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. Like I feel like some confusion here, not knowing. Maybe feeling something's out of control, not knowing what choice to make here, or not. Something fell through. Let me cut this now. The Knight of Wands in reverse, yeah. The Two of Cups, okay. The Three of Swords in reverse. Oh, Lexi, what? Okay. You'd never know it. You never know it with Lexi. She's so happy. The Ten of Swords in reverse. You can't make this stuff up. Okay. All right. Okay, so in my cards here, I already told you the Three of Swords in reverse is from the Light Seers. Okay, but it is upside down. I mean, it feels like something's already happened and it's like releasing it. Like, but it's still like the residue is there. Not, you know what I mean? Like it feels the residue is like inside of you right now still. Like you could still kind of feel it, like the echoes of it. Oh my Lord, the Three of Pentacles is right underneath it. And then the Empress, 3, 3, 3. There's three, y'all. 3 is the number of the night. And 7s are important too, because we got the Chariot. I love this Chariot card. Yeah. So your heart here is telling you, like, you can do this. You can do this. And see, this Chariot's moving. Like, it's not just sitting there, like, I mean, these horses, they're already in movement and they're working together. And it's a lot like when you think of, the high priestess, the light and the dark, the mind and the heart. I mean, it's the chariot. That's all about that willpower, okay? Your heart's telling you that you have the willpower to move forward, to travel, to do whatever you need to do with that, okay? Your mind is telling you it's time to let this go with the Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? The echoes. It's time to let the echoes go. And this is actually pretty peaceful. It's like the birds are all above. She's just kind of like standing there alone, but they're all above, like it's that mental, that pain there. But, I feel like you're almost there to the other side of it. Okay. And this is there's some Libran energy here too. What is your middle path? Two of Swords. This is very interesting.
It's a lot of swords.
Yeah, a lot of swords.
We're not done yet.
Swords. Not done yet. Yeah. You're tangled up. You're going in. It's not an easy choice when you get the Two of Swords. You feel like sometimes like neither choice is always great, or it's a hard one. Like it's not. Yeah, it's like being caught in between something here, and you're putting this blindfold on. This one feels very like she's almost kind of not in control of it either, too, right? It's not like with the RWS, where she's holding you up. She's still like, you are not crossing here. I don't get that like sense of power from this. It's like she's just being tangled up and is kind of rolling with it here, What is she letting go of there? I've never noticed that before. It's like, what? Does that look like sand or something, y'all? I've never thought about that before. Never thought about that.
I don't know.
So,
dreams.
But, it's not a good place to stay in this forever. Like, that you're going to have to come out of that at some point. And your mind is ready to let this go. I feel like your heart is where the answer is. This is how I'm intuitively reading it, okay? And it's saying like, screw all this other crap. Like, just get on your chariot and go forward. Let go of these painful thoughts, the things you might not feel in control of. Maybe somebody who abused their power, even that could be in a job, any kind of way, situation, form, all right? And it's making, you feel like maybe something you planned on, let go. Things just fell apart. The plan fell apart there. And yeah, a lot of twos, a lot of threes here. Kind of a dark spot. We'll get a little bit more with our oracle. That Two of Swords. Two of Swords is Moon in Libra. Name is Moon in Libra. Yeah, it's time for some movement. We got the Wheel. That's another Jupiter themes. When we keep our foot stuck in the wheel too, we don't want it to turn back on us, right? Popcorn. Time to get popping. You might hear something too, because popcorn is always my like news. Stay tuned, like, because you're gonna see something like it's gonna be juicy. I feel like. Oh, there's one of my earring bags that you helped me find that fell in my chart bowl. Thank you. So yeah, you're helpful. 8, 2, 5. So yeah, 2 is all about like, that duality. 5 is about changes. 8, 8, 8. That's your angel number right now. 888. They literally all came out in a row. Okay. And we've got a star. It's time to heal. tap into that healing energy. Have hope.
Mm,
Have faith moving forward. Let's get you a moonology.
I like this.
Um, wow, that was easy. I didn't mean for that to be so easy. Spirit, come on. Wow. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. That can be a clue too. The new moon in Virgo, that literally will be during Virgo season. And Virgo season is what, August, September?
Uh,
Something's telling
September
me,
5th, yeah.
yeah, something's telling, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's part of August and part of September. Something's telling me that's a timing hint for something here. And the clue is to get through this uncomfortable feeling right here is to give rather than take something at that point. That might sound really cryptic, but it'll probably make sense to you closer to time. And let's get a quiet. That Emperor in reverse, that can be a really nasty energy in the reverse. By the way, I hope nobody was mean. All right. You've faced horrors in these past weeks. I don't know which is worse. The terror you feel the first time you witness such things, or the numbness that comes after it starts to become ordinary. This is about moving. Like, if people aren't treating you with the respect you deserve, that don't let them. Don't let them. Don't let them. Mm-mm. No, something. You've seen something has not been felt good for you recently, Lexi. Yeah, I feel like I just can't leave you right on that. Let's pull one more. Is what Spirit's telling me. Okay. I think that's just a confirmation. That's why, like, you would never know it with her beautiful energy that there would be any pain.
We all go through it. Yeah.
If you are not happy where you are, move. You are not a tree. The Chariot. Yeah. I feel like the message here is like we need to listen to our hearts a lot more and have the two balanced together, right? And when the heart is in coherence with the mind, we can manifest some pretty amazing things. So that's my message for you, Lexi. I'm sending you so much love. So much.
Lexi. Hey, boo. Um, so I do 3 tarot cards, a gem, because I got a little bag of chakra stones, and an oracle card. Now, the first card I have for you, what is your mind telling you? We've got the Winter Soldier in reverse. This is the energy of the Hanged Man. There's a sense of freedom happening to you right now, and it has to do with what Karen was saying about realization, acceptance, and understanding of things that are happening around you. The next card I drew for you, what is your heart telling you? We have the Mind Stone from the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, yeah, all right. This is saying if you don't calm your tits shall be calmeth for you. Okay. If you do not take the time to balance yourself properly now, because this is the moment where it's going to matter now. These thoughts that you've been having and you're dealing with, it's time to deal with things now. Now is the time. Now, here's where that little gem came in. It's not just a gem, it's a little skull. Okay, this is what I use for my soul star connection readings. This is your connection to the divine. Now is the time to strengthen that connection, to let other people around you know that you're seeing through their bullshit. All right, now is the time to take off that mask. You drew the concealment card. This isn't a card about putting a mask on and hiding ourselves. This is a card saying, boo! Okay, look what I got. I'm here. All right, now is the time to establish your presence to those around you properly. The last tarot card I drew for you, I was debating on how to say this to you because the meaning of the card is obvious to me. I drew the High Priestess card for you. Trusting your intuition, but not only trusting your intuition, acting on it. Do you know who the High Priestess is represented in this deck? Storm. All right. Be the badass bitch you were meant to be. Be the powerful black woman that you were born to be. All right. Because there's ancestors whispering in your fucking ear right now. I don't mean to cuss so much, but your intuition is telling you something. Trust it. Listen to yourself. Listen to your inner voice. And then once you understand what's happening around you, let it be known. All right. Now, everybody only knows Storm from the cartoons and the movies. In the comic books, she's a slightly different character. She's not only a mutant who controls the weather patterns locally, but in the comic book, she can do it on a planet-wide scale, which means your influence affects a lot of people. Legacy, I've seen you on shows. You're powerful. Own it. And it's time to let the people around you know just how powerful you are. Pretty much that's what I have for you. She said, yes, Storm. Yes, they are.
Sorry, I had to get some more light in here. It's starting to get darker.
I do geek out. I can't help. I'm just that. I was born that way. I have no shame. I'm a Marvel geek. And you know what, though? It gives me another layer of that insight. I'm telling you. I just love using this deck, and I even used it in a professional reading the other day because they were wearing a T-shirt that had a superhero of some kind on it. And I was like, "You like superheroes?" They're like, I was like, "Hold that thought." Ran into my room, grabbed my deck. That's what we got for you, baby girl. Thank you, Bobby. I love Storm. I love Storm too. Powerful. Lexi,
Yes.
Selena, Miss Tarot D. These are powerful figures that I surround myself with. Karen.
Thank you for saying what you said. Please, like that Two of Swords. All of a sudden, I was like, yeah, almost feel like you do need to block some noise out of, yeah, like, because I mean, I could just see people are just like those birds. If they're like, yeah, I don't want to be in that. That doesn't look comfortable.
I would be Quicksilver. Oh, thank you. Do you know Quicksilver's gay? He was the first gay character to get married in comic books.
Hey, Miss Tarot D, by the way, love you.
I know.
We love Miss Tarot D.
All right. How you doing, Karen?
I'm great.
Okay. Then let's pull up our next. Whoa, look, wait. I remembered this time.
Oh.
Alexis, that is a beautiful picture, by the way.
Yes.
All right, draw again. Look, you guys, I figured out how to do the sound effects.
Oh, that was such oh man. It's such a tease. Hey, Hypnicity.
What's up, boo?
You're
All
such a
right,
tease.
now. All right, here we go. Now, woohoo! So, hypnicity. Hypnicity. Give me your sign, please.
What's your sign?
What's your sign, baby?
What's your sign? Everybody cheering on, hitting the city in the chat.
That's why I love
Great
our
community.
tribe.
I know. It really is special.
Cancer. Sun, moon. Okay.
Cancer, sun, moon. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Okay. For you, you get the Heaven and Earth Tarot.
I pulled out the hush. Back to the hush. I do, John. I do. It's like about like a 5 or 6 hour difference, right? Yeah. Thank you for being here. You're so kind. And y'all check out Mystic John Paranormal. This and paranormal investigations, tarot readings, free tarot on Wednesday, Monday and Fridays. Fun para talk about whatever.
I love it.
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Virgo rising. My girls are Virgo rising. Yeah.
You have a
Okay.
Star of David in your chart, really? That's cool.
Yeah, you're totally a big time stallion. Cancer. You're pouring your, oh my Lord. So much water. So much Cancer. You feel full moons. You feel moon cycles. For sure.
I didn't mean to chuckle, but you'll see when I pull the oracle, when I show my oracle card.
So many swords tonight. Are you kidding me? So many swords. Its own theme, right? Its own theme.
If you ever see me doing that, putting my fingers up like that when I'm reading, tell me to stop.
Okay.
Yeah. And I started doing.
Stop.
Yeah, exactly. When I read, I do that thing like Sylvia Brown used to do, where she put her.
I used to bite my cuticles and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't bite anymore.
Oh, I was a
That took a
nail
long time.
tech, and I didn't do it the entire time I was a nail tech for
Have you
14 years.
noticed like most nail techs nails like
Are
they
crappy?
can never keep them pretty because they
Yeah.
are making
We're too
everybody else look
busy.
pretty,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Yeah,
exactly what it is. Hairstylists are the same thing. Hairstylists
exactly.
usually
Yeah,
have jacked up hair.
moms like we put
Yeah.
everybody else's needs first.
So if you don't mind, I'm
Yeah.
going to go first.
Please do.
Hey, boo. Here's what I got for you. I was giggling because I drew the oracle card of the water element. What Karen was saying, that's a whole lot of water in your life. That is. The decisions you make, although you don't base them solely on emotions, they play a bigger part than at times you're comfortable with. You've channeled Sylvia in automatic writing. I love that. She was, and you know what breaks my heart is, oh, I see a lot of videos online trying to tear Sylvia Brown down because her readings weren't 100%. Well, you know what? None of our readings are going to be 100%. All right. It's just not going to happen. I've got a pretty good record with my clients, which is why they keep coming back. But even I'm not 100%. So I think the main message I'm getting here is that and you've been beat up for trying to follow your own path before. The first card I drew for you is the Knight of Pentacles. This is mutable Earth, Virgo. And this tells me that you've always been a little over analytical, or people have been over analytical on your life. I think that's more of the case. Other people giving their opinions when they really should just shut the hell up. She told you to stop denying your intuition. Which ties in with our next card. What is your heart telling you? We have the Devil card. It's time to set yourself free of limitations. You need to trust your intuition more. You need to trust your inner voice more. Did I see something that you posted? I don't know if it was you. Let me go back and check, because yes, it was. You hear the earth moving. So that card of the Knight of Pentacles, the energy of the devil, that's Capricorn energy. These are both earth signs. You are tied into the movement of the earth as it relates to cycles. You go through cycles yourself, where your power is big and you hear more things. You're trusting yourself properly, and then at other times it dips, and you're doubting yourself, and it's just words at that point, and then something will happen and you'll get a boost of power. Tie yourself in with the earth more and that energy. Ground yourself more. Look into different forms of grounding. Geomancy might be something that I think you'd be pretty darn good at. You lived with Blavatsky in a lifetime. Awesome. Earth-related forms of divination, and that includes, for me, ancestor work, because our ancestors are buried in the ground, and their energy, their memories become the earth's energies. That's a personal viewpoint. Everything that we have in our lives eventually gets returned to the earth, and you can read that energy. So I would advise you looking up geomancy, divination using gems. That earth power is strong in you, young Padawan. Use the Force, Luke. Now, the third card I have for you, what is the middle path? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is a card of surviving, but that's secondary in this reading. What I'm getting here is the Sagittarius energy, which deals with spirituality and healing and trust. You're not listening to yourself. You're not trusting yourself, okay? I don't know what your religious beliefs or affiliations are, if you have any, but I feel you would have a strong connection to chthonic deities who deal with earth energy, like Hecate, Hermes, Mother Earth, Gaia. There's a male deity who I think is dancing around the fringes of your realization, but that dance is getting closer and closer. So I think that male energy, that male earth energy, will help you out a lot with balancing the energy of Mother Nature, the feminine, masculine. A lot of people don't need that type of energy when they're working with divinity. A feminine energy is fine, a male energy is fine, but I'm one of those ones. I need duality, I need balance, and I think that please seek that balance out. And yes, look into geomancy. Geomancy deals with divination with earth things. We just did a show on different forms of divination, Ramon and Selena and I on Behind the Moon. So you can check that out. But yeah, that's what I have for you. I don't want to eat up all the time. I do want to say with that first card, the water card, you're a very flowing, fluid person capable of embracing a lot of things. I think embracing that geomancy and energies of the earth is going to be beneficial for you. That's what I have for you, babe. And I pass you over to my colleague.
Yeah, I was wondering about the geomancy too. Yeah, I saw Hypnocity's question, so yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, it's really funny. I almost like just want to jump right there, but I can't because I'm gonna save it. But yeah, Mother Earth is a thing for sure. Okay. Hypnicity. What does your heart say right now? Your heart says, and this is death in reverse. Your heart says that it's time to let something go that you've been holding on to with the death in reverse, okay? I am looking at this. But see, there's eggs that have not hatched in this nest here. Oh, there's a coin might look too, because I think a lot of the times what they would put coins over the eyes, like I think there's like even a coin in that one eye, and then the bird above. So this is definitely though, like one end makes room for another, but also with the death in reverse too. Um, Scorpio is doing a thing, or the Scorpio energy. I feel like you could feel this a little bit with the Pluto in retrograde too, because that's like a big decision, a big judgment. And when you're leaving something behind, when you're making a change like that with death, right? That transition, that can be difficult. It's significant, right? It's significant. What does your mind tell you though? Your Cancer energy is definitely showing up here with the Two of Cups, and it is upright. It is upright here. Your mind is telling, like, I think like, this is interesting too. Like, look, it's two women, two females, and they look like both like queens. Like maybe one's a mother and one's even a daughter. Or maybe it's love or friendship. That Two of Cups can be many things. But I feel like you that you can move forward with this. I think like too, like people like you, you make people feel comfortable. Um you have like a very beautiful nature to you. And you know that you deserve to be treated and loved and given that which you are able to give others here, right? With the Two of Cups, and it's upright. But the middle path here is the Two of Pentacles. Two, two. Oh my God, what a theme tonight, right? And look, doesn't it like look like it's like it makes you like you found like something there. I found something. It almost looks like picking a lock too. I don't know why I just heard that. But with the Two of Pentacles, it is really and one of the things I pulled, it really gave me clarity on this, how to look at your Two of Pentacles. Doesn't always have to be about finances here, because when I'm looking, I mean, yeah, like there could be some things here, but like death in the reverse and the Two of Cups.
I think that was a grenade key. A grenade pin.
Was it a grenade key? I
I
need
think
to
it was
read my
a
book.
grenade pin.
Cool. That's
I
even
think by the shape
added.
of it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's precarious then for sure with the Two of Pentacles, like trying to balance things, but usually it's a evaluating um who is worth your time, evaluating who and what you're giving to. There's choices there to find that balance, right? And on the bottom, I had the Emperor. And that is definitely a masculine energy on the bottom. And the Emperor, you just see these hands of creation and that bird above. Like the Emperor, he's over that whole kingdom. Like he's he pulls the strings, right? He's the leader, and people look up to him in that. I don't know if this is a particular energy, somebody else, or one that you need to step into right there with that. But I feel like you might need to step into that when your heart is telling you like something is being held on to here. My charms here, one, the Magician is instantly what popped in my head. And that is having all of the tools. So like this really is about you, right? Like you have the power to make that happen. Don't know why this T-Rex wants to come out. Apparently, but it's pink. It's a feminine one tonight. It's hot pink, and it says you're terrific. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Um, 4. Oh my Lord, that's the number of the Emperor, right? And that's all about like stability to me. I just think of foundations. Yin and yang, the masculine and feminine, and the yin and yang, the darkness and the light here that fell on the Two of Cups, by the way. So, I mean, this could even be within yourself too. Um, and then I had the little hamster hand that fell on it. I always forget, but to me, for some reason, I always think of like spiritual protection with that hamster hand. Every time I look at the meaning, I forget, but that's the meaning I'm assigning in my head. And I got like one of these like little, the clips like that you can put like keys and stuff or whatever. So, but it's empty. There's nothing on it.
I love those clips.
Something needs to be linked together, or maybe it's a way that you could better organize things too, because the Emperor too, to organize your thoughts. I have M's and the crescent moon on your hands. You're in a 4 personal year? Yeah. Okay, read about that more. Yeah, the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking and stepping into that control. And you're a Cancer. That's mom, the nurturing in energy. The dad energy you find in the Capricorn, okay? In astrology. That's the 4th and the 10th, they're opposite houses. L in a heart. Instantly I said to myself, love yourself too. Okay. It just came to me. But yeah, this is about foundations and everything, but there needs to be a change, a shift made to find that balance between your heart and what's going on around you. So you'll feel more in your power, more terrific. These are the awesome, oh yeah, this is a significant moon cycle for you. Adjustments are required, the Two of Pentacles. The Emperor is a big plan, seeing the bigger picture, knowing what to do, what moves to make, and feeling confident about them. So adjustments are required the 3rd quarter moon, okay? And for some reason, my guides told me to pull you one of my Cats against anxiety. Progress, not perfection. Did I see you have Virgo somewhere too? Because Virgo, you get really caught up in the perfection. Okay. On the back, it says to get organized. Take 30 minutes today to declutter and organize your work area. Think about each object you pick up and focus on your senses. How does it feel in your hand as you pick it up? Enjoy the process. I feel like they can make you feel more present too. And let's get to the best part, your quotes that came out, because they were amazing. I love these. All right. Ancestors might could be a thing too right now. Just saying, you might have some ancestor messages coming in, because both things that I got were related to like my ancestral quotes for me. We cannot escape our ancestors. Their energy is in our bones and in our blood. This could even be a bigger, like an ancestral generational trauma thing, like to overcome with that. That was a clue off for me. Right as I just said it. Reflects years of depression. Yes. And this, I think, is the gold. The medicine is where it is right here. And I just got chills when I said that. So this is so true. Mother Earth, from you into you, all life flows, nourishing us with all that you are. We are all family. We are all children of the great goddess of the earth mother. As you thrive, so shall we. Let me repeat that last part. As you thrive, so shall we. Believe in that, but also step into your power. You have the ability to be the yin and the yang. Your distant cousins are the awesomes. I'm going to go back and read all this. This isn't interesting. But
Good
yeah,
that.
I feel like it's almost a balancing between those two energies for you right now. And that can feel uncomfortable to step into the other, to be seen in the emperor if you're, have so much in Cancer. So, yeah, I hope that there's something in here that can give you some direction, a little nugget in there somewhere. And yeah, Hypnicity, thank you so much for letting me read for you tonight. And best wishes. Mwah.
Hey, Hip. So I know I
Hey,
already read for you. Hey, Hip. But while
oh,
she was talking, I
this
had a
was on the
jumper.
bottom too. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. It's almost the new moon on the 30th.
I had a jumper come out while you were talking, and it
Stop.
was the spider card. And I shuffled it back in without thinking. But this is saying you may need to take an active hand in the things going on around you to bring people together in a way. Yeah,
The
I
web.
just wanted to throw that out.
The web. That makes sense.
Okay, so are you still good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'd like to do two more if you're okay with that.
Yeah. This is my jam. Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Me too. Usually everybody gets tired when we do this. Oh, I forgot to do the thingy. Hold on.
Oh, this is my season. I'm energized.
Yeah, we both got that Gemini going on right now.
Yeah, I feel buzzy in a good way. Like happy.
And the winner is. Oh, yay! It's
You
Bobby!
can't win yourself. What the hell is it doing?
I forgot that
too
when I was
funny.
setting up the thing, like Linda
Go
told me
figure.
to, I forgot. I put my own name in,
The
but
Leo,
that's a
of
good
course.
thing. Yay! Bobby doesn't get a reading today, but I'll get one later. So,
That made me cackle.
if it's you, I'm going to laugh. I think it's going to be Miss Tarot D myself. Oh, one away. I was so close.
You
Iron.
called that earlier though, because you really you were talking about it in the name, how much you love the name Iron Fire. So I feel like we were already setting that up, that there was a message coming, right? Yeah.
I was, yeah. I honestly do. So,
Foreshadowing.
freaking psychics. No.
No.
Do you know what it?
Fire
Yeah,
and
you.
fire.
I surround myself not just with my
Okay.
tarot tribe, but I do tarot reading as a full-time job, and as a couple of us do. It's interesting sometimes when I realize all of my best friends are psychics. And I don't really think about it until something's going wrong and I start getting text after text after text from different people around me asking, are you okay? What's going on? Even Gerald has done that. He sent me messages. And I'm
I've
like,
asked other people, like, have you talked to Bobby? Like, I haven't seen him or something. Like, yeah, like we just, yeah.
it's a thing. I accept
Mm-hmm.
it now. It used to give me a little pause, but I'm glad I have that tribe. So
No, yes.
here's what I got for you. Hold on
Okay,
one
I'm gonna mute
second.
myself.
Yes, Fierro in Spanish means iron. My ex-wife's last name meant horse. So yeah. All right. Here's what I got for you. What is your mind telling you? What is your heart telling you? And what is the middle path? Every one of these cards that I just pulled for you has the same vibe. So let's start off with the oracle card that I pulled for you. I drew a card called Hearth. Okay, this is happiness in our hearts and homes. All right. So this spread that you're trying to find balance on has to do with matters at home. What's in your mind? What's on the Two of Cups? So this is a card of love. Your mind centers around those you care for. What does your heart tell you? The Ten of Pentacles. So your mind and your heart are pretty much in alignment with where your energies lie. You're a caretaker. You like inserting yourself into situations to try to subtly control the narrative to help people find their way out of their forest, so to speak, without making it obvious. Oh, my husband must be doing the dishes. I hear it in the other room. That means he's up and feeling well. Yeah, the Two of Cups is ruled by Cancer. The Ten of Pentacles is ruled by Virgo. These two together are telling me that your mind and your heart are in alignment. What is the middle path? This is cool, and I'm using the classic Mythic Tarot. Now, on this card, it's the Knight of Swords. I don't know if you could see it. Let me see if I can make myself bigger. There he is. Okay. See, it's not just a knight, but in mythology, there were these two dudes. They were twin warriors. They were the baddest in the land. So the fact that there's two, and I know Karen's brain just went to her twins. This is saying you defend what you care about. You defend family. You defend your ideas on certain things and you don't back down. I can't really tell you much more other than right now I feel you are in alignment and you defend. It makes sense for you right now. Then this reading is meant to be confirmation for you to keep doing what you're doing, keep believing the way you believe. Don't stop believing. Yeah. that Knight of Swords, any Knight of Swords to me is one of King Arthur's knights, so to speak. They do what's right, and they can't really be swayed. You're gonna do what you feel is right for those you care about, and woe be unto anyone who gets in your way. I'm gonna go ahead and pass you over to Karen now.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you? Hi. Yeah, so I got some interesting ones. I just want to pull one of my little fun little quotes. I have a Pinterest boards and I clip quotes and then I cut them out later, print them out, cut them out, and just have a bucket of fun in here.
A bucket of fun.
Bucket of fun. All right. Oh, goodness, this is interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. Our ancestors are coming through tonight. There's like, I feel like ancestral like traumas and stuff like too that might come up. Maybe some, like work and healing that we can do as a collective. Like, so I'm kind of giving that as a collective message right now. So yeah, what's your heart saying? Like, your heart is like, F this. Like, letting go of like the toxicity. Yeah, that's good to get the devil in reverse. But I mean, I pulled out my cat tarot. I don't know why. I just felt like pulling that out for you, Iron Fire. But yeah, the devil in the cat tarot is the dog, which is so funny. And he's on the little leash. I mean, such a cute little dog, right? But of course, the cat's like, no. But I mean, this you've done some work in your heart. Like if you haven't like let go of something, your heart is telling you like something's not good, and to let something go, to free yourself from something. And it feels almost like depression, and I know Hypnosis said that before in hers. Feels like something is like, or something, maybe if it's not depression, like because I got the four. Yeah, it's the Four of Cups, but it's in the reverse, which is the way I like to have my Four of Cups personally. Now it is a Cancerian energy, but upwards in this one. I mean, it's just interest, it's apathy, it's not liking what's being presented to you. And then there's this like hand, like, but what about this one I'm trying to give you and make you happy, right? Like, that upside down, it's like opening up again, feeling hopeful, opening up, seeing around, ready to open up to opportunities around you again, perhaps. Okay. And that's what your mind is telling you. That it's time to do that. It's time to get back out there on something. All right. And the way forward, though, I feel like you love cats and dogs. I feel like you have really like strong grounded like earth energy too. And it's so funny. I wonder if you had any Capricorn in there. Because I got the new moon in Capricorn card came out, and then we had the devil, and that's in reverse. As well. You're trying to run away. Okay. The King of Pentacles. Okay, this is the bridge forward. It is look how cute this is, by the way. Tuna time. He's like, I know, eyes on the prize. All mine. I've earned this. It's all mine. Yeah, it's practical, and he's a master. The King of Pentacles is a master of manifestation. He's made it all happen. He can help others. This can also be, if it's not you, this can be a masculine energy that can give you really great financial advice. If it's something financial you need help with, you might be a little busy eating. You might have to wait till he's done with his lunch, but you can go visit him. Because I think, yeah, you got something cool on the bottom because you got the foal. Look how cute this foal is too. I think he's got like the little snaggletooth in the bottom, which gives me like pug vibes in a cat, right? Isn't that crazy? Snaggletooth, and that is that's the full Uranus. I also see as Aries, but it's very Uranian, and Uranus is in Taurus right now, and that's about shaking up foundations. Um, and I did see this. I couldn't help it, but the Eight of Swords in reverse. I think it's something you're like, I do have the power to make a change here. I'm not trapped in this. It's liberating your thoughts from staying in a victim mentality. Because even though, yes, things can suck, it can feel like a prison. Believe me, in many different ways. And we can feel almost trapped just to the our circumstances, but spirit wants you to know you can make this happen. Okay, you can make it happen. Fact check, list out your worries. Emotional thoughts are not facts. Recognizing the difference between fact and opinion can assist us in challenging harmful opinions we have about ourselves. Okay, clock, time for something to happen. Special transport is interesting. I got a suitcase too.
Okay,
You're on
I'm
a
going to
journey.
stop you right there, Karen, because I'm every time
Hold
you're
on.
talking,
Hold on. I'm listening.
I was saying every time you were saying something, it was just getting stronger and stronger with the cards that I laid down here that I still have out from my reading that I did. There's a possible move in store for you. That's what I wanted to say to connect what I'm saying with what you're saying, because matters of the hearth and the Knight of Swords, that tells me you might be moving towards a different home, a move in a physical sense also. Oh, see?
Horse, a suitcase, a clock.
That's why I jumped in. Yeah.
A bridge.
This may be an actual physical change of location.
And
yes, Six of Swords about movement.
Yeah, and this window came out over the King of Pentacles though too. You want to feel like a new sense of security in something too. Making sure that you feel secure doing it. I feel like there's something there, but with that full, there's a bit of a leap of faith. We're not going to know all the next answers, right? Okay. I did have Moonology though, and this is why I said this Capricorn for you. Your hard work is paying off. Believe it. The new moon in Capricorn, that is during Capricorn season. This could be something that pays off during what is that? December, January. I know that's a little wild, but the King of Pentacles, and I mean, this seems like big, so it can be something that can take a little while, right? As I'm dropping stuff on the floor. And then there's something about here too. Don't be afraid to show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius, okay? And yeah. Boom.
So I'm assuming one of your guardian spirits is horse spirit, because you've got horse in the name, you've got horse energy coming up in our readings here. And something I forgot to mention, Karen.
A silver horse.
Yeah. It gets better.
Horse.
Watch this. Hold on. Let me switch.
This is awesome.
There I am. Now, the 10 of Pentacles, right? But the kid, go closer. Go closer.
Oh, I see.
Go closer. Do you
is
see
it a mini horse?
It's a little horse. There are a lot of horses. So, yeah.
I love that.
The last card was also a Gemini card, by the way. The Knight of Swords is mutable air. Which is Gemini.
Yeah, that's movement.
So thank you for letting us read for you tonight.
That was a good
That's
one.
A lot of horse energy there.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
I would advise flirted with the idea for sure. Yeah. I would advise, since this animal keeps popping up in these readings, that you do a little meditative contemplation on horse energy tonight and see what your senses tell you.
I
See what your
forgot to
brain.
give her quotes. Yeah. Um, this is why I said ancestors. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
All
no.
that your ancestors had to go through for you to be here, and you doubt yourself. Your senses, okay? How dare you?
That's what I was
You,
getting with
yeah,
Alexis.
you come from a legacy of survival that is to never be questioned. And we drink the poison our minds pour for us and wonder why we feel so sick. Atticus. Poison. Your mind's telling you. Don't sit there. I love that.
That's
I
great.
got full chills in that one because those two quotes, I was like, yeah, that's pretty badass. I like that.
Yep, I'm telling you, I love it when animal guides get involved in readings. That's awesome for
Me
me. All right,
too.
we've
I
got one
love
more
animals.
reading that we're gonna do tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
And our giveaway tool goes to. Oh, there's a new Jeopardy on too tonight. Yay!
Oh,
Audra!
I thought it was gonna be John. Oh, John has his
Audra,
guides
is that
have been
you in the
talking.
picture?
Audra, our archer, right?
That's awesome. All
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and tell me your sign, please, while we
I
shuffle
remember.
up. I will never remember everybody's. I should do a list. I know some of us keep lists on the side of people's real names. And Audra,
Yeah.
I'm getting called to use a specific deck for you. We're going old school.
Nice.
Rider-Waite Smith. Let's mute you.
Yeah, I need to look and make sure my phone's not about to die if I don't need to go grab my charger. So hold on. I don't want to die in the reading here. The phone die.
My husband's listening to Mexican dance music in the other room, like disco, 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 disco. Nope, wrong one. Sorry. There we go. All right. Audra. 5 in Scorpio, 5 in Virgo. Wow, who's a little defensive. All right. When you set your heart on something, you get it. All right. Yeah, Audra, you're one of those people. I get the feeling that balance is just as important to you as it is to me. You weigh everything against something else. Okay.
That's intense. 5 in Scorpio and 5 in Virgo. I just have to say that. Wow.
What the hell are you doing in this reading? Audra. So, I'm going to do something I haven't done tonight because Lenormand isn't my main reading vibe, but I get the feeling that directness is very important right now. There's a reason I asked her for 2 more instead of 1 more. This message, I hope, resonates in the right way with you, because So what I have for you, and this is a cool deck. It's called the Alan Lenormand deck. And Selena sent it to me. I drew the man card for you. I'm going to tell you all the cards before I give you my interpretation. Sometimes I do it that way. So, this reading is going to center around you're a bit too blunt till you have a blunt. Well, Ma, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. Just for you. Audra, that male energy around you that is eating up a lot of your time or your brain power. Remember, the first card deals with what's in your mind. Technically, that first card is the man. Okay. The next card I have for you, what is your heart telling you? We have the Nine of Cups upside down. This is a card of material happiness. So, right, if I could pass to you, Mom, I would. I wish I could have a big blunt party and just have all my best friends over. That'd be awesome. That Nine of Cups is not only happiness upended, but it's Pisces energy. It's a lack of direction, not listening to that intuitive voice in the back of our heads. Karen, is Pisces ruled by the moon?
Okay, so
Or Neptune?
to me, Cancer is ruled by the moon in astrology. But like when you look at tarot, people have different opinions on that, right? Yeah. I mean, for me, Pisces is just like straight up Neptune for me. But yeah, which is the moon still.
It's
you
still
know,
water.
It's watery. Yeah, it's still watery.
I think that there's some illusions you're putting on yourself, talking yourself into certain things, not trusting that voice. And that gives me concern because the next card I have for you is the Devil card. This is chaining yourself to the wrong thing. I'm not saying you're chaining yourself to the wrong man. I'm saying you may be doing a case of la 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 and overlooking certain things and honestly not trusting your intuition on things. I'm not sure how to read this right here other than I have the Devil card, which, yes, is Capricorn energy, but I have right next to it a reversed Empress card. So what I'm doing is adding that man card in with that Pisces card, and I'm saying right now on an emotional level and on a romantic level, there may be trouble in paradise. You may not being allowed to there's matters of lust involved here. I don't know if this is you or somebody in your family, but is somebody trying to or thinking about kids? With that Empress card in reverse and that Devil card, there may not be the ability to have kids, may not be the time to have kids, or somebody may be stopping you from wanting to have kids. You have no man for years. Say no to the crappy devil. Okay. Yeah. All right. Um, if there's no man, then what I'm seeing here is there's certain things in your life that you need to give birth to, and you're not. Um, the Empress, to me, isn't just the mother card. She's sexy as fuck, right? The Empress, there's a reason she's usually pregnant, because a homegirl knows how to do the deed. Okay? She doesn't shy away from that aspect of her life. Okay? You have 12 cappies in your and you have kids. Is that Empress card? Oh, that was the cutest sound ever.
She waltzed in here. You started talking about like Empress. I had to unmute for a second because
Okay.
what are the chances, right?
Right. I don't know. Are you allowing yourself the possibility of love? Are you allowing yourself the possibility of sex? Are you allowing yourself the possibility of pleasure? We don't have to be in a relationship to have pleasure. I'm not saying go out and screw everybody. I'm saying don't deny these aspects of yourself. Okay. Don't get locked into a certain way of thinking with that devil card and forget that you have the energy of the Empress flowing through every fiber of your being. I do see, you may not like hearing this, and I was trying to find another way to read this for you, but I do see the possibility of another Capricorn coming into your life. And what that means to me is you recognize certain things that you want out of life. You recognize the energy of Capricorn. You recognize stability, the possibility for family. But the oracle card I drew for you is the Black Cat. Now, that's not saying bad luck. This is just saying fortune meets opportunity. So it is a chance of luck and opportunity. Blocking that hockey puck. I don't know how to tell you this, but there's a possibility of another one coming into your life. However, I think this will be a different case for you. All right. Never again with those. See, don't limit yourself based on bullshit that somebody else did. All right. Here's the thing with guys I've noticed, and a lot of girls, guys and girls, they think they're your world. They're not. They're just a piece of real estate in it for a short time. They're not your world. They're just a little bit of real estate in it. You call the shots. You be in control. And I think you're actually going to meet somebody who is a true positive Capricorn with the attributes that you deserve. I think you're going to have a chance to build something with somebody that's very special. But fortune meets opportunity. Okay. And that's what I have for you. I'm sorry. That's what I got. Karebear, what you got?
I feel like I was going on a ride on this one. Okay. What was that?
That was me. I squeaked. I was trying not to laugh. I squeaked.
That was like the cutest thing I've ever heard. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Yeah, so I was like shuffling, and the Three of Swords like flew out with me in the upright here. And I don't know if it's like past hurts, perhaps. You know, like and I did see where you're not working right now too. Like there's like some type of anguish there, but that is Saturn in Libra, I believe. And Saturn is about to go into retrograde. Where are my notes on that? What sign does it retrograde in? Because I feel like it's important for me to tell you for some reason. I talked about that in my morning show. My table, I'm gonna have to like clean it because I've got so many cards spread out right now.
Mine too.
Yeah. I've got some cleaning to do. Let's see. The Saturn. Yeah. Saturn retrograde in Pisces. There we go. Okay. So it starts June 1st and it goes through October 13th. And I talked about this in my morning show. It's like a cosmic audit that you can do. You're going to be looking at like structures, responsibilities, and commitments. It's a performance review from the universe, but in the retro, it's something like we're having to look at what's sustainable. What have you been avoiding that are emotional responsibilities? Is your spirituality grounded, or is it escapist? Are your dreams actionable? These are things, issues of Saturn in Pisces, okay? But this is like Saturn in Libra. Libra's seventh house, romance, fairness. I mean, but it is a lot about like balance, and it is a lot about others and wanting like balance and harmony with others. Others do have an effect. So what is your heart trying to tell you? The will. Jupiter. Time to move, something's moving forward. It could even be fateful. There's something good coming in. I feel like your heart wants to believe that anyways, right? But I had the Nine of Cups in reverse too. What is your mind telling you? That was the Nine of Cups in reverse there. That's Pisces. I feel like...
Which one did you just pull? What is that card?
Nine of Cups in reverse. You had
that
one
one
too. Yes, exactly. The identical
I was
cards.
like, what? Did I just hear that?
Yes, but you've been something is like you're not getting your wish, something you're dissatisfied about, even maybe something that you've even been overindulgent about. You'll know what this is for you, okay? But your mind is telling you like there's something that you've been dissatisfied with, and I think it goes back to... Sorry, you're gonna hear my little girl in the background here.
We love her.
It goes back to like, past hurts or something. There was no harmony. Yeah, and that can be with the Three of Swords too. It can be arguments, anything. It doesn't even have to be about love, right? It doesn't have to be. Okay. And that could have been painful, but your heart is telling you, I feel like this is the right move. And it's going to be good. It's fortunate, okay? Your mind is saying you weren't happy anyways, okay? And the path forward is in this one I was flexing my brain muscles for a second because when I play with reversals, they kind of mess with me sometimes. I had strength in the reverse. And I feel like it's time to open up, like what Bobby was saying, to open up to like possibilities where you don't have to like hold so tightly, because strength to me sometimes is holding back, protecting yourself, guarding yourself in a way too. Holding back, from things that you really want to go for sometimes
Good night,
too.
Millie.
And I think some of that... Night, Millie. I'll see you soon, I'm sure. I feel like there's something to let you know, like it's an intuitive feeling I'm getting there on that one. But the reason why I say this, I feel like Saturn's going to be a big deal for you because the world was in reverse on the bottom. And the Nine of Swords is like right underneath that with the tower underneath that. Like, this is big stuff. But yeah, there's something that's not quite finished. Something that you feel like, and if that is this job, I mean, you feel like, wow, I thought it was gonna be like this. This is my completion, but it's not. Things aren't over yet. Okay, things aren't over yet, and you probably will need some strength for this too, as well. But I feel like the main thing is listen to your heart more on this a little bit. But also be careful about your boundaries going forward with people. Be clear about your boundaries. It's okay. You deserve better. You know what I mean? Like, and those are the things that we look at with Saturn. It could be a good time for you during that retrograde to kind of dance around with some of those themes because there's something like that like you're meant to be. I feel like this almost like looks like you, Audra. They're dark. You have dark hair, right?
That's awesome.
I feel like that was like you. Like you deserve to be. You deserve this completion. Okay. Things aren't over either. It's not the end of it. There's more. Okay. There's just more to be done. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Don't torture yourself. Hold your vision because when I cut the deck, I had that one and I felt that was
I lost you. No audio.
What?
Oh,
Can
there
you hear
are.
me okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Sixth moon, hold your vision. Okay. And a personal issue reaches a solution, a resolution with the full moon in Cancer. And this one flew out. Okay. Like I was just starting to cut the deck and then this one flew out. So that's why I was telling you my cut. But this is the one that flew out. And I thought this was wild when Bobby was asking you, like, kind of like the Pisces stuff. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. And I think that was literally one of the things. Yeah. Is your spirituality grounded or is there something is it escapist? There could be some things in there. That's just what Spirit's telling me. The will, I had this like little ice cream thing fall out on top of it. It's like a little cone. And that was over the will. So I think it's going to be, I think your heart's telling you better times are ahead. Sweeter times are ahead. Okay. But that Nine of Cups in reverse, you got my super psychic mystic kitty. So if you doubt your intuition at all, like, hello, you've got 4 eyes. Like
I'm sorry, did you say a super psychic mystic kitty? Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, he's got 4 eyes. Like, yeah, he sees everything. Okay.
Love
So
it.
don't doubt it. All right. Don't doubt it. You might have a soulmate or something come in it because penguins are soulmates to me. Or there was something you knew wasn't your match. It wasn't good for your soul. Or there's one coming in, your penguin. Okay. But then, yeah, there are 2 red cherries. That's a pair right next to the penguin. And then it's not green, it's red. And an S, sweet. Maybe it's an initial S. Somebody's name starts with an S. We got a little yellow flower. Could be a sign. But it's something to bloom, something to grow. And it feels happy with the yellow. I got the King of Hearts that came out. You know what that is, right? A Starbucks. Maybe something happens over coffee.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And I got a D and a heart, like it's the little pony bead, and the number 2. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, yeah. And your quotes. The ancestors came out again. Oh yeah, I forgot too. You got my Beauty and the Beast candle. What is Jacques? Be our guest.
Best
Be our
our
guest. Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, my ancestors are my magic. They are ancient. They are mysterious. They are powerful. Never do they forget. Always have they survived generation after generation through blood and spirit. And they're saying you are all of those things as well. You're related and you can turn to them. There could be some messages that you get, and trust when you feel them. Look for signs and synchronicities around you. They can be very small, very simple. But if it stands out to you and it means something to you, it is that. Okay? It is a sign. You don't need anybody else to tell you that. You can know that for yourself. And I love this right here. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. And that's a Carl Jung quote. I am not what happened to me. I feel like there's ancestral trauma that like a lot of us are healing collectively. Are we not always though? But I feel like the ancestors really want to talk tonight. I am what I choose to become. Yes, you got this, Audra. You speak with them on the daily. Well, there's your confirmation
That's
that
right.
they hear you and they're there with you. Okay. But yes, you are what you choose to become. You are the master of your own destiny. Believe it.
But we
And don't ever accept any if that King of Cups comes towards you and he's not like in a good energy, if he's manipulative or anything, don't be afraid to just and move on. You don't have time to waste with nonsense. Okay? We'll just say he's in the upright though.
So I would like to clarify something, Audra. That devil card doesn't necessarily one of the things with Capricorn is they're smart about their money. Okay, so I get the feeling a job. This could also be job energy.
The
right?
devil's in the details.
The devil's in the details. When you said the world card, which started me on this line of thought, the world card is ruled by Saturn, but Saturn on the tree of life is the sphere of Binah, the mother sphere that gives birth. So,
see, I don't know that what you know, so I learned from or listened from you. I like listening to you.
Yeah, the tree of life, I love studying it. Each one of the spheres on the tree of life relates to a number in the tarot. So Binah would be 3s, community, joins, working with other people. So this is also saying that you're going to be, I should probably embiggen myself. This is saying the possibility for a job being birthed or new finances being birthed for you with that Empress upside down is coming into play. And that black cat card where fortune meets opportunity. Keep your eyes open, all right?
All 4 of them.
Shit, all 4 of them. Yeah. So, and don't let the bullshit of some assholes screw with you. I'm a Leo, but I've always, for some reason, ended up with earth signs, Virgos, Taurus, Capricorn. And so there is a sense of that fire and earth. Fire can't really affect the earth, and all earth does is put fire out. This is the first Capricorn I've been with who supports me. I mean, not financially, which we support each other, but it was his idea for me to start doing my readings out of the house. It was his idea for this. He's just very supportive. And I think that finding somebody who is focused on the same things you do is going to be happening soon. Also, new money with that Capricorn. So thank you, everybody, for letting us read for you tonight. Let's do this.
But she's taking a break right now. I think that's totally fine, Audra. Like that's not not too long. Maybe that is strength reverse too. Maybe you need a little bit of break. Maybe you need a little rest, you know?
Yeah.
So you can stand back up and be able to do it all over again.
Another thing with Capricorn is they know who they are. So take this time to understand yourself a little more. But just remember, when you go back into the workforce, don't let them beat down your spirituality in any way, shape, or form. Be the badass bitch you meant to be.
And move on. You got
Kieran, what do you got coming up?
Well, I'm doing coffee and cards in the morning. I'll throw up. Why do I keep saying that?
You throw up?
I was like, that is so awkward. I did that this morning or yesterday, and I was like, wait, hold on, y'all. I'll put the link up, or I'll start the thing in the morning. But yeah, it's always there at 10:35 a.m. Monday through Friday.
Yeah, I think it's time we call it a night.
Friday.
So coming. What else you got?
I saw the fry jar and I was like, Fry's Day. I'm like, oh wait, man, I might be hungry. don't keep a Taurus from eating.
Right.
I've got a lot of Taurus. So, but yeah, that's like my thing I do every day, and I've got some things cooking, working on it, and you and I'll be back. But I'm just I'm really.
Yes, we will. We're doing Cancer next.
Yeah.
And as for me, I've got this weekend back-to-back days of Behind the Cards with Elizabeth from the More Intuitive Me on Friday, and then Saturday, Sun Psychic Jean.
Ooh.
And then on Thursday, I'll be doing an episode of 420 Tarot with Miss Joey Potts, the Veiled Cottage Witch. So next Thursday. And then in the evening time on Thursday, I'll be on with Ramon and Selena. Bong! Hashtag bong.
You're busy. You're busy. Good for you.
Yeah, and it's gotten to the point now, though, where I'm starting to let things slip, so I know I can't push myself any farther. Farther. I turned into an Irishman right there.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
rest. Give yourself rest too. Yeah, but you know that. You already said it, so you'll be fine.
I do. I just like a lot of the readings that came up today. I don't like to lose momentum. Once I get going, I like to keep things in motion, but therein lies trauma.
Yeah.
So luckily I surround myself with people that tell me to calm my tits. So
good.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys
fun.
on the next video.